So what I ended up doing is I printed off the forms, which was basically my right to choose. And I also compiled and took my evidence with me to a doctor's appointment. And I said, this is the situation that I'm in. This is the evidence that I've got, this lifelong evidence that I've got. And this is also my right to choose pathway. So autistic. And can you push that forward? They literally, I don't think they would have done. I had a really, really nice doctor. She was very supportive. And she was like, yeah, you've done your research. But they wouldn't have had enough room to push back on this because I literally covered every base. Make sure that you follow it up. Because ultimately what will end up happening, potentially you will fall through cracks that you don't know that you've fallen through. For example, I originally got referred to somewhere called Lanc UK due to them being found not to offer an adequate service. I think that's what it was. They basically got shut down, but that's who I'd been referred to. So if I hadn't have known that and chased that up, I would have probably just got lost in the system and had to restart the whole process again. So just make sure that you're regularly following up with your doctor where the referral's at until you ultimately will get either a message or a phone call saying that you are on the portal and in the waiting area to be assessed. When this happens, usually you'll be sent forms, which is extensive. So again, if you are autistic and ADHD actually, and you suffer with burnout or maybe procrastination or anything like that, I would schedule, and again, this is important to me, in my mind, how many I'm going to do a day until when I've achieved it, so that I'm not burning myself out whilst I'm also working and being a mum and being a wife and all these other things. So what I did is I did a section of it a day until it was complete, and I completed it relatively quickly because I have this thing where it's like pending in my body if I've not completed something until it's done. So I ultimately had to get out of the way, otherwise everything else just felt like it was on pause as well. So then you will also have an informant report. An informant report is basically somebody who's known you lifelong, so usually since you was a child, usually a parent, but it can be somebody else who's also known you lifelong who can inform them of answers to the questions. And from that, you will eventually get an assessment. The assessment, depending on the waiting list, will, be however long it was.